In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Martin Luther King Jr. Class, this is week 10 schedule. So for this week, there will be 2 readings. So to prepare for Tuesday's class, you'll be reading an article about feminists remaking tango. And there is a reading response. It's a Google form that you need to complete. And then by Thursday, you need to read Afro-Argentines, How Black People Were Systemically Whitewashed from Argentine History. So we'll be focusing on these 2 themes this upcoming week. And then your journal entry for this week will be your research proposal, what you wish to focus on for your next project. And so you simply will read the article here. It's a New York Times article, and then the questions are here, so you can already know the questions so they can help you read the article, and then you answer them on the Google form. And the same applies with the second article. So please read the articles so that you're prepared for Tuesday's class, which is on feminism and the LGBT community, as well as Thursday's class will be about whitewashing of Argentine history. For the journal entry, you will be looking at a particular issue: systemic racism, sexism, misogyny, classism, xenophobia, ableism, ageism, homophobia. So whichever problem that exists in your discourse community. Now you can, if you like, look into another discourse community, but if you would like, you can continue with the theme you started with in this class. And so identifying a discourse community. If you have no idea if there are any, then that's a great place to start, because every community is plagued with these problems. There is no community that exists on this planet that has not dealt with issues of racism or classism or something. Okay, so if you have no idea, that's a great place to start your research. So you're going to free write about what you're interested in and why, and then you need to come up with at least 3 questions at this point, something that you generally want to know. So not research questions for me to evaluate are they good or not. This is something like genuinely, honestly, you're interested in. Okay, whether they are appropriate for a research project at this point, it doesn't really matter. Right now, it's just what is it that you would like answers to. So then at the end of your free write, list at least 5 keywords that come to mind that you could use in your library search, and then rewrite your 3 questions. That way I can comment on them on Monday. And this will be project 2, which will be an annotated bibliography. And so your job isn't to go and cherry pick facts and quotes. Your job will be to understand what is the current conversation about this particular problem. And then later, this research that you're doing is going to be part of your 3rd project, which will be a video presentation. I also have called this the mini documentary in past classes. And so you'll be doing either a survey, an interview, or doing a text analysis as a way to join this conversation. So it's not merely about reporting on what you're learning, but actually having something to say. But before we can do that, we need to better educate what exactly is the current conversation, what are the current facts and talking points around this particular problem. So first educate ourselves, inform ourselves, and then we join that conversation rather than just impulsively shouting out things that we're not 100% sure if they're true or not. We're just basing on stuff we maybe heard on TV or social media. So we got to best educate ourselves through what scholars and experts have to say about it. And so then we'll be moving on to working and drafting that annotated bibliography for week 11. So this is in preparation for that. All right, I look forward to seeing you guys all this week.